Hey, Aiken, Northern Outdoors, what's going on, man? Katie Outdoors. Hey, Dolly, thanks for stopping in. I've been here for about not even 10 minutes. Just got here. Hey, Martin, what's going on, brother? Thank you guys for stopping in. I'm out here on the, this is called the Tiger Slough on the Pend Oreille River. And this is like one of my favorite crappie holes right here. I've only done about 4 casts, and I haven't got anything yet. Might be a little too early in the season for crappie here because the water is still really cold. Okay, guys, so I had a little green. I probably like an emerger or just a little fly beadhead. I'm going to get rid of it because what I'm seeing here is a lot of little black gnats, and I want to match the hatch. So we're going to put a black fly on. Nymph, yeah, that was a nymph, yes sir. I got to learn all the proper nomenclature. Nope. Cremonids, let's see, it's probably in this one. Bingo. Match the hatch, baby. Like I said, there's little tiny black gnats everywhere. So this is like on an 18 hook. Little tiny black gnat. I don't know how well you guys can see that thing. I hope so, man. It's early in the year. Man, that is a tiny fly. I hope I don't drop this thing. Yep, the indicator's on, sir. Yes, there is a black woolly booger. I have several. But this is all panfish in here, crappie and smallmouth bass. Where's my fucking indicator? There it is. But I think it's a little too early in the year. They're not going to be spawning and for probably another 3 weeks to a month, and they come right in here in these sloughs right on this end. And the sunfish and the crappie, they just got holes all over where their nests are, where they lay their eggs during the spawn. Off with the black gnat. Gotcha, brother. Okay, I'll do it. Hey, what's going on, Don? Yeah, we got some sun over here in Pend Oreille County. I'm up on the Pend Oreille River on the Tiger Slough. I just took my strike indicator off, and I'm just running a little tiny black gnat. It's like on a probably, I would say, probably an 18 size hook. Just a, it's one of the, it is probably the smallest fly. I can fit 4 of them on a dime. So then, Dave, what's going on, brother? I'm doing good, man. You can see I'm on the river, so I'm doing fantastic. Yeah, I think I'm a little early on the crappie here because it's just The water's still so cold, and they don't come in here and start spawning until the milfoil starts growing. And right now, the milfoil is probably only about 2 or 3 inches deep on the bottom. Let that sit there for a minute. Yeah, it's always a good day when you're on the river, man. And the nice thing is, so far, you don't have to have a special permit to fish this river. Now, you got to have a endorsement to fish the Columbia now. That's a new thing they started this year. Excuse me. So we got a little bit of a breeze coming up. It's starting to put a little bit of ripple on the water. And anytime I've ever fished here, when it's just like glass, I don't ever catch shit. As soon as the water starts getting a ripple on it, yep, March 31st is when everybody's license expires. Yeah, I'm going to get the Columbia River endorsement because I do like fishing the Columbia. There's a couple spots I got for smallmouth bass that are pretty good. All right, I'm going to work this back in. So that's a Terry B. What's going on, brother? Hey, Paul. What's up, man? Gary Lucas, good to see you. I know I love smallmouth too. Well, the thing is the water's still so cold. I don't think the fish are in here yet. I think they're still out in deeper water. They usually don't move into this end until they're spawning, which is in about another month. Yoshi, brother, what's up, man? Thank you guys for coming in, man. 4 pounds and 29-pound mirror carp. Man, nice. Good to see you guys, man. Thanks for stopping in. So I got a little tiny gnat. It's on about a 16 size hook. It's a black gnat. It's a dry fly. But what I do is once I pitch it out, if I see it still sitting on top of the water, I'll give a line a pop and let it go wet. And it's real slow on the drop. I got probably 7 feet a leader. I've been here about 40 minutes. All right, I'm going to work this fly back. and let that dry fly sink. And like I said, it's a super slow drop, and it's probably out there in about, I don't know, 10 feet of water, and I got about 7 foot of leader before my float line, so I'm up about, a couple feet off the bottom. But there's hardly any vegetation. The vegetation's only probably 3 or 4 inches deep. It hasn't started blooming yet. Yeah, normally the last time I was here, I fished this place 2 days, and I was here right at daylight. But the first day I caught like 26 fish, crappie, and then the second day I only caught about 18 crappie. But there was only like 6 keepers. All the rest of them I threw back. I'm just letting that sucker drop down slow through the column. But like I said, we're starting to get a ripple on the water, so my luck might change here in a minute. So last night I went to the bar in Ione with a buddy of mine I haven't seen in quite a long time, and ran into a whole bunch of people I haven't seen in like 20 years. And I met a couple there, a man and woman. They live right in one of these places right here on this sloop. But their granddaughter caught a 17-inch German brown out of here like a week ago, and they were heading fishing this morning. But his wife is a fly fisherman, so it was kind of cool meeting a fly fisherman in Ione, because I lived up here most of my adult life, and I've never met another fly fisherman up here. Brother John P., what's going on, buddy? Good to see you, Johnny. I'm out here a little late too. Usually you want to get out here when the sun's not on the water. But like I said, it's so early in the year. This place doesn't come alive until until it warms up and the milfoil starts going to bloom, and then they show up. Just sold your Yamaha 50. My old man bought one of those little tiny quads. It was a Yamaha 60 for all the kids to ride. It was a 60 or an 80, I can't remember. But anyway, he bought that thing, what, 30? No, he bought that thing 40 years ago, and it still runs like a top. It's like one of my cousins had one of those little Honda 50s, and he drove that thing. I swear to God, it went through me and him when we were kids, and then it went to his kids, and then it went to his grandkids, and that little Honda 50's been running for like over 60 years. Got a little bit of a headwind now, so it's really screwing me up. Got a bunch out there. Actually, it's really warmed up. It's probably right now. I'll bet it's 51, 52 degrees. Yesterday it got up to 60. Today it's supposed to get even warmer. But yeah, I don't think the fish are in here yet. I know they are down on the end, about probably a half mile from here where the river runs into this. And that's where they caught the German brown, not down here on the end. The big trout usually hardly ever come down here. They're always down toward the mouth. Which I might go down there and try that boat launch. There's a boat launch down there. Because I don't think the fish are in here yet. Down to that boat launch and try it. See if we have any better luck at the boat launch. I think we will. I know that's where the trout are. That's where they caught the big German, or not big one, 17-inch German brown. Pretty nice fish. We're gonna go down there and try it. Because the panfish, they're not in yet. You guys right here. Yeah, the fish ain't in there yet. So the parking pass, which is the yellow Washington fishing game, you got to have that for all the Forest Service land. And if you go into any of the state parks, you have to have the Discover Pass. So you actually got to have 2 passes. Yeah, you actually have to have 2 passes to be able to fish anywhere in this state. There it is. That sucker in. Yeah, it is really nice here today, man. It's freaking gorgeous. Take a hit of coffee here while I'm in here. Oh yeah, still nice and hot. Scottish Mike, what's going on, brother? We're gonna move down and go hit this boat launch because I know there's fish there because those people I met in the bar last night, their granddaughter caught a 17-inch German brown there, so we're heading down there. I thought I'd come down here and try for some crappie and smallmouth bass, but they're not in here down on this end yet. It's still too early in the year for the panfish. I hope this is the right, yeah, this is the right road. Casters, what's going on, brother? I just pitched a fly down here trying to catch some panfish, some crappie and smallmouth bass, but it's still too early in the year. Water's still too cold. They haven't moved into that end yet for spawning. That's where they spawn, is right on that end. I mean, you can literally look out there 30 feet from the shore and just see hundreds of fish seatbelt on. Yeah, I met a fly fisherman. She was her and her husband were there. He fishes. He doesn't fly fish, but she does. And she's caught some. They live right out here. One of their granddaughter caught that big brown down here. We're gonna go down here and give it a shot. I didn't see any. The only bugs I seen were little tiny black gnats flying around. So that's what I got on right now, on about a 16 or an 18-inch or size hook. Sorry about that. That freaking boat launch. I know it's down here somewhere. Not there. I think this may be it. This is it. Yeah, we're gonna go down here and give this a shot. Guy's got a bunch of yard art going on. Yeah, you guys don't have a license, do you? 60%, cool, man. Just bought it in February. Yeah, I just wait and do it once a year. I do it, like I'll probably do it in the next week or two. Buy my 2026 license and my parking passes and all that shit. Oh yeah, that's good coffee. My parents, thanks for asking, bro. Dad's, I took him to the doctor's appointment yesterday. They just did some blood work and did an ultrasound on him. He's got an appointment on May 4th. I got to come back over here and I'm going to take him into Spokane and take him to a doctor's appointment. They're going to run a scope down his throat and They want to look at the inside of his lungs and where the inflammation is on his heart. But I mean, he doesn't have any energy. He's real tired, but at least he's I see a slight improvement, not a lot. Yeah, I can't believe they screwed you like that, but anytime in Washington State you buy your fishing license or anything to do with fishing, you always want to do it in March, brother, because if you do it in February, they'll hammer you. They'll skin you. You'll get 2 months of fishing, and then you got to buy all your shit again. That's how Washington State rolls, bro. And they're not going to tell you that when you go buy your license. Yeah, he's going to have either heart surgery, or he's going to have a stent, or he's going to have a little ring put around one of the valves of his heart. One of those three things. Something's going to happen, though, because his heart ain't just going to miraculously heal. He lost about 35% of efficiency on it, so that's why he's so tired and winded all the time. Oh, do you really? That's awesome, Mike. So we'll know the first week of May if he's got to have surgery or not. And I can just about bet money he's going to have heart surgery. He's freaking out about it, but I've had open heart surgery. It ain't that big a deal, man. My motorcycle wreck, it back surged the blood in one of my arteries and blew one of the valves out of my heart. One of the I can't remember what the membrane tissue that kind of controls the flap. Well, it tore that. So I had to have open heart surgery, and they went in and put a ring around that valve, and then they put a little stitch to take the place of that membrane, and then they had to shave the flaps on the valve to make sure it was getting 100%. I know exactly where Goldendale is, buddy. It's on the prairie, but it's right on the edge of where it drops off. You drive about 2 miles across flat land, and then all of a sudden there's a 1-lane road that drops off right to the Columbia River. And I took that road one time, and like I said, it's a 1-lane road, but they made all the corners wide, so in case you run into somebody, you can get around them. There's no shoulder paint, to mark the edges of the road. There's nothing, and it just drops right off on the Columbia River, right by a campground called Soda Springs. But yeah, I'm real familiar with Goldendale. I took that road a few times, so I wouldn't have to go hit one of the main corridors. So you kind of learn the goat trails, so you can shave a lot of time, a lot of miles. Damn, that coffee is so freaking good. All right, we're going to go try it. Adrian, what's going on, brother? We down on the end of the Tiger Slough trying to catch some crappie and bass. That wasn't happening, so now we're up here by the boat launch, where somebody caught a pretty nice German brown the other day. We'll give it a shot. Uh-oh. How did I get that back? What did I do there? Oh, shit. How did I get on that thing? Oh, here we go. There it is. Big. Before I start fishing, I gotta lose this coat. give this a shot. Hey, Randy, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in, brother. Oops, let's do this. There we go. Ooh, that was a dandy. But there it goes. Nope, still dry. There it goes. Let that sucker sink. Got to give it a couple pops to make that fly sink, turn it wet, because it dries out every time I cast. That fly's probably about a foot off the bottom. We're gonna try this a little more, a couple more casts, and then I'm gonna put a muddler on, because that lady, that fly fisherman last night at the bar told me that muddlers work really well out here. Hey, Doug, what's going on, brother? Yeah, it is. It's absolutely beautiful, man. Right on, guys. my bad. But yeah, we're going to try this a couple more times, and we're going to put dry fly on. Wrapped up. That's why it looks so weird. Hung up again? What the hell's going on here? Oh, fuck. Man, that was a beautiful cast right there. Fly's dry. There it goes. Now it's sinking. Pop, let that sucker sink. We're going to put a muddler on. That lady told me she's having really good luck with them. mean, I matched the hatch. That's what I've seen around here is these little guys, but so there's what we're putting on. Muddler, it's a dry fly. I know this is nowhere near the hatch, but that lady told me, and she's a fellow fly fisherman. She lives out here, and she says that she's caught some nice trout in here on a dry fly, on a muddler. So that's what we're going to do. Alrighty, let's give this a try. Should have more line out. Checking that fucking fly out. Come on, bitch, hit it. Oh, that's a good sign, man. Second cast with a muddler, baboon, baby. Come on, bitch, come back. Yeah, I seen a wake coming right at that fly, and then he kind of veered off. But one nice thing about German Browns, you know, once they get an eye on it, they'll come back. Yeah, it's shallow water now. that set for a little bit there. Yeah, those mirror carps are beautiful. Just let that guy sit there for a minute. I don't know why my picture's looking kind of hazy. Hold on a second, guys. Better? Yeah, I had some lint or something on the lens. This muddler's got a little piece of foam on it, so even if it sinks, it only goes down about probably an inch, inch and a half below the surface, which is absolutely ideal. So yeah, right here where I'm at, if you go up around this little bend right here, you're only about probably 250 yards off the main river, off the Pend Oreille River. Man, what I would give to live on this stretch of river, man. In the summertime, this place is freaking hot with the smallmouth bass and crappie. Stacked a little bit, not bad. Let's slack out that line. Yeah, the water is super clear here, man. It's, you can actually see, well, it's not as clear right here as it is out in the main river. Main river, you can see 15 feet to the bottom, but it's still pretty clear. Oh, I'm standing on my freaking line. God dang it. Oh, fuck, that was sweet. I like that cast. We're just gonna let that guy drift for a minute. Yeah, you guys go ahead and you guys got any links you want to post, or your latest videos, any of that kind of stuff, go ahead and post it on my channel, man. Any other fishing channels or channels in our community, feel free to post them, guys. pitch this muddler a couple more times, and then I might put a, I've got some white dry flies, and I might put a white one on because that lady said her grandkid caught that German brown on a Rapala. I have some Rapalas, but I don't have them in my Jeep. And I don't have any spinning rods. All I brought was fly rods. That's it. Thanks, brother. Yeah, I'm loving it, man. When you do a nice one, it feels so good. I wish I could do them that way every time. Where the hell is that fly? Yeah, there's a current in here, so I gotta kind of keep that line straight. I don't want a big lazy loop in it if I get ahead. Oh, damn it. Stacked up on me. That's what I get for feeling all cocky. Shit. Yeah, that's what I get for being cocky. Shit happens, man. Oh, fuck yeah. I'm liking that. Just got to remember 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock and get that double haul down. A double haul will get you another 15 feet. I don't know, you guys been out on YouTube? Did Maddie go fishing today? I overslept. I didn't even get out of bed till 8 o'clock. Does anybody know if, thanks Mike, I appreciate it, man. You know, I can actually cast way better without a strike indicator, but like when I'm running, when you're running those criminoids and the bead heads, you got to have something on there, you know. Well, you should. I'm sure Doug and Martin will disagree with me because there's just different action. You used to work those types of heavy wet flies. Like I said, I'm pretty new to this, really. It's only about 9-10 months, but oh, fuck yeah, man. Called the law, baby. Yeah, when I reel this in, I'm going to put something big and white on there and dry. Getting a little bit of a breeze now. Okay. Yeah, this place, yesterday the wind was blowing like 35 miles an hour. If that wind is starting to pick up a little bit, it's not too bad. But if it gets that heavy while I'm out here, I'm done, man. Yeah, we're gonna put something big and light on there. Give that a shot. Yeah, normally I wake up like at 1 or 2 in the morning, and Maddie's already been out there fishing for an hour. But I didn't wake up this morning until like 8. So what time is it now? Let's see here. Yeah. All right. So where's that guy? Put him away. Okay, so here's what we're gonna put on. We'll give it a try. But the thing is, I haven't seen one fish roll. I ain't seen no action whatsoever on the top. Hey, Fat Cat, what's going on, brother? Thanks for stopping in, man. Yeah, what's funny is when I was in the bar last night talking to some of my buddies, I told them about some of the small streams and creeks that run into this Pend Oreille River, and they're fly fishing only, and they have been for like 10 years, and they didn't know anything about the rules and regs or nothing. I thought, man, you're gonna get popped one of these days. Yeah, so we're gonna try this guy right here. Got a little bit of flash in the tail. Oh, fuck yeah, man. Hell yeah. With that little bit of ripple on the water, it's got that fly just bouncing up and down. Let's see if I can get that to go wet. No, that fly, you can submerge that fly for an hour in water, and it's still dry, no matter what. We're getting some a bit of top water action here. God, fucking horseflies are already out. We got a little bit of this one here. Dang it. little bit. Not still pretty good cast though. I think I just seen something go with that fucker. I think that was a fish. Hung up on me there. Damn it. Like I say, I have more mulligans than good casts. Let's sit there for a minute. You'll get it, Yoshi. The key is, remember, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and make sure you feel your rod bend. When you, one thing that helps is I was pulling in too much line, and so I only had my leader and maybe a foot of float line. Now I leave about 6 foot of float line out, and then you'll have your leader, and it helps load that rod up immediately. You get the drag when you pull it back on the water. Oh, fuck, that was picture perfect. Yeah, baby. So I have about 4 shitty casts to every good cast, but that's all right, man. Even the bad casts, if you're only getting out there 20 feet, the fish are there, man. If you know, that's one thing I've learned from Maddie is you don't have to cast it halfway across the lake, because a lot of times I catch fish 5-6 feet off the shore, and I've been fishing, and when those rainbows are spawning, I've seen them jump in 6 inches of water, a foot and a half from my feet. They're insane when they're spawning, but they won't hit hardly anything. Yeah, that's one thing that, well, there's a few things. First of all, 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock, man, no matter what. Then I started leaving more line out so I could immediately load the rod up. When I did my first back cast, wasn't putting enough out there, and I wasn't getting any load on it. Don't keep your wrist straight. Don't, whatever you do, do not bend your wrist in the back cast, because your fly's going straight into the dirt. And I only do three casts. That's it. When I was first learning, I thought if I kept doing a false cast, I could get my line straightened out and stuff. No, it just turns into a total clusterfuck when you do that. So I do it. I just do three, and that's it. Whatever I get is what I get. Three casts. But keep your wrist straight, man, whatever you do, especially in your back cast. See that shit, brother? I can actually probably pay a little more out and get out there a little further. I'm trying to give this some top water action like you would a Rapala. Yeah, it's a lot of shit to remember, bro, but you'll you just keep practicing and practicing, and it just one day it hits you. But I mean, you don't have it mastered, but you put it all together, and you'll notice it'll start happening for you. And like I said, man, you might want to feel a little more comfortable doing a little more practice. But what I would do is do a live stream of you practicing fly fishing, and post it, about an hour, or hell, even the day before. Post that you're going to do it, and you'll have guys like Doug and Maddie, Scottish Mike, Ewos, a bunch of guys will come on there, and casters, and ask them what are you doing wrong, and they'll give you pointers. That's what I did. I did that like 2 or 3 times, and I got so many good pointers, and it was a game changer for me. But whatever you do, don't be embarrassed, man. Thanks, casters. No, I'm a righty. It's the mirror thing with my phone. No, I'm a righty. Oh, fuck, man. Yeah, that feels good. Really good. Got a little bit of laziness. I got a little bit of wind, so. Fuck yeah, man. I got a little bit of lazy, a little stack on my, I'm right at my leader, but, yep, there it goes right there. Pull that out. You can see the wind, yeah. The wind is fucking me up. Come on, baby. Yeah, and I don't have any streamers that really look like anything like a Rapala. I cast so much better without a fucking indicator on there. But some flies, you gotta have an indicator, man. I'm gonna let that drift. I know. Casters will. Steven. How's my barrel brother, man? You absolutely can turn that reel around. Yep. That's a nice thing about a. Well, it depends if you've got a free spool um, reel or if you have an actual, pressure drag. Because if it's like a regular, if it's like a regular spinner, yeah, I just did. I hope that was a comment. Yeah, you can turn that reel around, unless, yeah, especially with the rod. You got the same rod and reel I do, bro. So you can absolutely turn that thing around. I forgot you're using the same rig I am. But yeah, those reels you can turn them either way. It doesn't matter. Hey, Julie, what's going on? Yep, I think Northern Fishing here. Excuse me. You're a fly fisherman too, aren't you? Any fish. I'm just letting that dry fly drift, man, seeing if they like that. I got a big lazy loop in that line, but one thing I did notice about that picture, they showed me a picture of that brown, that little girl caught. First thing I noticed on that fish is how huge its head was. I mean, it was abnormally large. So what that indicates is starvation. So that fish probably in one of these sloughs out here probably got landlocked for probably 6-8 months. Yeah, I was the same way, bud. What I did is I just started going on YouTube and watching other fly fishing channels and just seeing how they were doing it. And then I went ahead and bought me a kit and started practicing. And then the biggest thing that helped me was doing live streams while I was practicing and getting advice from all these guys how to pitch a fly. Casters was there, Maddie was there, Ewo, I mean, just a whole bunch of fly fishermen. Doug, he was there. Burke Trout, I think, no, I don't know if Burke Trout was there, but I don't know if he's a fly fisherman or not. But yeah, a lot of guys were there giving me advice, man. And whatever you do, don't get embarrassed and practice, practice, practice. Yep. Yeah, I'm way in here in the shallows right now. thing you want to do, Yoshi, is buy you a can of silicone aerosol spray, and every other time you go fly fishing, peel out all your float line and wipe it down with spray some on a rag and wipe that float line down, and it'll make that float line, you'll get 5-6 years out of that line. I think Maddie said he's been using the same float line for 5 years. It makes your float line slide so sweet through the eyes. I mean, it'll give you at least another 10-15 feet, man. Backtrack, what's up, brother? You know, and you guys can get into it really cheap. My first fly rod, it was a 8-foot 4-weight. It had 20-pound tests on it. I bought the kit on Amazon. It's a Max Catch, and anyway, it comes with a dozen flies. You get a hat and a bunch of stuff. But anyway, I got into it for like $80 on my first kit. This kit here was about 125, but this is a 9.5-foot 8-weight. Uh-oh. Wind got me on that one. Give this a strip like working on a Rapala. Damn it. Yeah, I'm trying to cast into the wind, and it's not liking it at all. Yeah, not too bad, I guess. That wind's playing hell on me, though. Yep. I that first one I bought, you know, I could only cast that thing probably about, but that's before I got it down and learned the double haul. So with that little 4-weight, I was only getting out there probably 35, 40 feet, but I was catching fish. But I got this bigger rod, and then I got it down. I haven't tried that little 4-weight again, but I'll bet you I can get that 4-weight out there 50 feet now. But that little 4-weight will be perfect for like when I'm trolling in my boat. I can drag a fly behind it. It'll be a lot easier to handle than this 9.5-foot rod. Man, that is so freaking sweet. Gotta love that, man. Fucking horseflies, man. Some bitches are trying to bite me. Yeah, I ordered mine on. I just ordered it on Amazon. I think I got a can for $5. Yeah, it's tough getting monetized, man. Oh no, man, that sucks, bro. Hey Bob, what's up, man? All right, I'm gonna work this in. Got watered up there. Oh, not too. Okay, that's not too bad, I guess. I'm trying to get over by that dock, but that little bit of wind catches it, screws me up. Bingo. There we go. Let that set. All right, there it goes. Yeah, I know, man. Yep. That's why I don't care if I ever get monetized. I'm not in this for the money, man. I'm in it for the fun and sharing, hobbies and just chatting with you guys and meeting people. Definitely, I don't care if I ever get monetized, man. I mean, if I was into tying flies and selling them, I absolutely would want to get monetized. But it's going to be a few years before I get, good at tying flies. If when I do buy a vise. That's not too bad, I guess. Keep standing on my fucking line. Jack's lucky sock. Boomerang sock. Take care. Jack's lucky sock. I know that's somebody I know. I just don't know who. And then there's another one, Crusty Socks. Damn it. Well, Yeah, some people are just really into it. I don't know. Today might not be my day. This might be one of them days, you know, which I have a lot of those days. I'm going to do one more cast here, and then we'll do a road trip, guys. Yeah, I got a 5-hour drive now, man. Oop, God damn it. No, I thought it was a fish. No, that was not a fish. Yeah, you win some, you lose some, right? Yeah, I know. I got a bad habit of doing that, bro. Yep. Especially if you got any kind of current in the water. See Yoshi right there? There's Doug Trout Fisherman. No slack in the retrieve. Yep. There's I still got a long way to go, but I'm getting it. But when you do a live stream, you're practicing, Yoshi. Guys like Doug and casters will come in and give you some excellent advice, man. Splashing. Yes, he does. Doug knows his shit. He was a guide. He was a fly fishing guide in Scotland, so he's a pro. I'm gonna break this down. Yep, I really appreciate all your help too, Doug. I never ever imagined I'd ever get back into fly fishing. I never did. I never could cast with a fly rod. I always just drug a fly with a bubble behind a spinner. But Maddie talked me into getting back into it. If it wouldn't have been for Maddie, I would have never got back into fly fishing. And another little tidbit of information I got from Doug was these splice rings, man, for putting your leader on. I swear by these splice rings, man. They're the greatest. And the nice thing about using a splice ring is you can put a splice ring on the end of your tapered leader, and then you run about a 2 or 3 inch tag, and you put your dry fly on that, and then off your splice ring you run another leader, a piece of leader about probably about 10, anywhere from 10 to 14 inches long, and put your emerger on there, and then tie another tippet on that about 8 inches, and put you a chrominoid on it. And you can do different variations and combinations, but in places where I can put multiple flies on, man, it's the way to go. Yep, I can cast now at least, huh? Hey, right on. Actually, oh, okay, backtrack. Right on, man. Yeah, I freaking love it, man. Once you get the cast down, it's a game changer. Even if you don't catch anything, it just feels good going out there pitching it, man. All right, guys. Yeah, that's how I did it for years, bro. Absolutely. I've been running this same tapered leader for, hey, Burks, what's going on, man? For, well, 9 months, ever since I started fly fishing. All right, I'm going to get you guys in the group because we're going to do a road trip now. I got a long ass drive. I'll get you guys in here on the charger first.